Hey everybody, Gulf Coast TTC here with a quick unboxing review for you. Probably really late to the game on this, but if you've seen the title then you already know what's up. So we're checking out the Knipex Cobra extra small water pump pliers. You've probably seen these on a lot of videos, and I'll just say that I wasn't sure if this is something that I was going to want to carry, but I thought I'd give it a try. I saw some reviews on it that seemed pretty favorable. Looked like something I might could work into my ADC, so curious to see. So yeah, let's get into it. So cardboard box, nothing to write home about. It's got the model numbers and stuff. And I don't know, there's probably a lot of places you can get this from. I got this on Amazon. I think I paid like, 30 something bucks for it. Not very expensive at all. So sealed bag, that's nice. So Knipex Cobra number, I guess 8700100 maybe. Get that out of here. All right, so here they are. And we're both looking at them for the first time, so. Made in Germany. Reminds me of the infomercials, right? Made in Germany. The Germans make great stuff. Nice knurling on the handles. You definitely can feel that. So hopefully that'll give us some good texture for some gripping. They feel good. They seem small, and you can see that they seem like they're thin, but there's no play in the jaw. It's not like some chintzy piece that's gonna like move around. You can see like there's no side to side sway on those jaws. See, the tolerances are really tight, and even though you can see there is a tiny bit of play here, it doesn't really equate to the jaws. So they're gonna line up pretty good if my camera will focus. There's not a lot of sway here. That's nice. Well, let's get some size comparisons. One of the things that always is disappointing when I see reviews is it's kind of hard to see like how big or small something really is, especially in somebody's hands. Like, you don't know how big my hands are. I could have Andre the Giant hands for all you know. I don't, but I could. So let's see. Let me give you a misleading thing. This is probably one of my favorite vice grips right here. A little task force vice grip. That doesn't help you. So let's move on to something you probably know. Here's a Leatherman Wave. So you kind of see size of that. It's almost exactly the same size as a Leatherman Wave. Let's see. That's a Benchmade bug out. You probably have one of those. So it's almost exactly the same size as a Benchmade bug out. Here's a Zippo. Maybe you got a Zippo. It's twice the size as a Zippo. Yeah, listen, if you don't have a Leatherman or a bug out, then you're probably not watching this video anyway. Yeah, so it's not a very, that guy's not helpful, not a really huge piece of equipment here. I'd say the bug out's a good comparison there. So not a very big piece at all. This is something you could probably work into your EDC, and just like a lot of folks have said, you could fit this in your pocket really easy. Kind of just, you know, people talked about there's another model that has the push-in adjustment, but that just is nice because it stays locked. But if you do need to adjust, then you just pull it to the fully open position and you just slide it down. Oh, that's kind of a satisfying sound, huh? They feel really good in your hand. Maybe not your hand. What I really mean is they feel good in my hand. You know, I wear large gloves, sometimes extra large. I do not have gigantic meat mitts, so maybe probably average. But they feel good, like you get a good grip on something. Probably you would never need to get a good grip on a pencil, but man, you can see that they'll bite down. They'll get a nice grip on stuff. That's, pencil never saw it coming. So it's a pretty good grip. Finishing is really nice on this. You know, I had thought about, you know, you could take these handles. Some people had talked about not having rubber handles, but, you know, dipping them in some of that electrical wire coating, like liquid electrical tape, because, you know, you could make your own kind of rubberized handles. I'm not so sure I want to do that though. The knurling on this is nice. It doesn't, you know, it's not uncomfortable, but you can tell it's there. It definitely helps you. Keep a good grip on it. I also wonder about having the rubberized handles if, you know, when you're trying to put that in your pocket or some other kind of EDC holding. Actually, there's something that I wanted to try and I kind of envisioned when I saw these and thought about getting them. Hold on just a second for me. Okay, so spoiler alert. This is kind of my carry, or one piece of my carry. This is how I carry a Leatherman. You know, if you haven't seen this, is a Tale of Knives piece. I love it. But you know, I don't have a fancy pen. I know a lot of EDC guys have, you know, some titanium pens and bolt actions and side clicks and all that kind of stuff. You know, my favorite pen is actually like the Pilot V5. I was looking to see if I have one out here. I don't. It's got the super thin line on it. Favorite pen of all time. And sometimes I'll stick one in there. But it's such a long pen that it just sticks way out of this. So a lot of times what happens is it gets popped out and I lose it. And so there's nothing in here. But what I thought was, you know, this might be dumb, I don't know. It's like, oh, can this fit in here? Man, yep, that's dumb. It definitely is not. I mean, I guess it could fit in there, but it sticks out way too much. That's not gonna work. Okay. So we'll edit that out, maybe. I'm interested to see, like, how handy will it come in, right? How often will I use it? What will I use it for? But it is small enough, you know, you throw that in a pocket. You might even forget about it until you really need it. But the real reason that I ended up getting it was because even though I love Leathermans, you know, I like having, you know, a wave. I have it on me almost every day. And they have pliers. But the one thing that I really don't like about these pliers on the Leatherman is that this right here, if you have one, you have definitely caught some meat in these things. When you've been grabbing onto something hard, you just crunch down on, you get a little bit of that hand fat in there. Maybe you're lucky and your hands are super skinny and run on the treadmill every day. Mine don't, mine are a little chunky, so you know, when I squeeze together on this, I get some hand fat caught in there and it does not feel good. You know, also there's not a lot of leverage. These things kind of come straight together like that. And since they're in that needle nose kind of deal, they're great for grabbing wire and twisting, or grabbing just the edge of something. You know, if we're gonna do the same thing here, you know what I mean? It'll twist this can all day long, right? But in reality, not a lot of days where I'm like, hey, I need to twist the top of my can off. But I'm looking forward to having some pliers that I don't pinch my hand fat in. It does not feel great when it happens. And I've done it more times than I'd like to admit. All the other tools on this are great, but those pliers kind of, you know, if you have nothing, they're great. But this, I feel like these are going to come in a lot more clutch than those. And you can see the adjustment, right? The Leathermans don't adjust so much. I mean, you know, or you're gonna, I guess if you two-handed try to grab stuff. I'm looking forward to see what this is like. Obviously sturdy, very well made, feel great in the hand, and gonna fit in a pocket for sure. So that's really all I got for you today. I'll have a follow-up video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments so I can address them in my full video on these after I've carried them a while. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. It definitely helps out. Helps me steer the channel and the stuff that you might want to watch. But yeah, Knipex mini cobras. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.